Tere Joyce again. And, you know, I'm getting this down. Sorry, I watched the other, my video, I'm going to unplug it for the moment. My video actually, my camera overheated. I mean, right when I was, in the middle of everything, my camera overheated. I don't know if that's RD again, but hey, yeah, I mean, I was talking about Valerie, Jarret, and Ed Rendell and the child trafficking from Haiti. All right, so I kind of rambled around on the last video, but I want to get right to the point here. Okay, so I titled this Planet of the Apes and the Domestic Goddess. Or no, Planet of the Apes starring the Domestic Goddess. All right, but you can see, like, as I was trying to put it in my phone, it's mistyped, so I'll have to correct it later. So if you see it before I fix it, that's that, Okay, Roseanne, Planet of the Apes starring Roseanne and the, no, Planet of the Apes starring the Domestic Goddess. Forget it. All right. All right, so here's the deal. We watched this big. It's not over with yet. I mean, people are still talking about it. They're still talking about what Roseanne said, how awful it was. All the celebrities are being interviewed. I mean, I'm not telling you anything new, all right. But the real point is, I think that this is just a cover up, all right. Or maybe Roseanne is trying to tell us something. But there's a nugget being dropped to us, and that's Valerie Jarret and who Valerie Jarret is and what Valerie Jarret has done. Okay, so she is, an advisor, worked as advisor to President Obama, right? But people don't realize is that she was involved with taking orphans from Haiti, okay, underneath the Clinton Foundation, but with Ed Rendell. Ed Rendell went down personally to Haiti to get these kids and bring them to Washington, all right? Now, Ed Rendell, there is allegations of him being a pedophile. Laura Silsby was a known child trafficker who was doing child. Let me slow down. Laura Silsby was known for doing child trafficking, all right, and she was obviously arrested, and the Clintons had pardoned her. So all of this stuff is in the background, and this came out in WikiLeaks. So how do I know about this? Because I looked at a link called a WikiLeaks link. Okay, somebody sent me the link. They go, oh, you need to take a look at this. Well, I have done shows about this, about Ed Rendell. I already looked into Senator Ed Rendell and the child trafficking in the Haiti, whatever's going on in Haiti. Now, I always apologize. Like, I'm like, oh, this is going to even more sound like a conspiracy theorist. But we have the lead singer of Linkin Park that was dead, that, people are saying was possibly John Podesta's son. And Linkin Park was working with a recycling company in Haiti that was funded by, I believe, maybe a grant from the Clinton Foundation. So there's this link going to Haiti as well. I just think it's very interesting that it's all about Valerie Jarret at the moment. And, there's this big, media, blitz for us to hate Roseanne. Now, also, let's talk about Ambien, the Ambien and the drug usage. I'm going to upload a show here pretty soon. It's going to sound a lot better than what I'm sounding like right now, not as rambling out all over the place. Because, honestly, me personally, I'm going to get into that a little bit, too, about what's going on, because there's a lot of things happening. There are things that are happening with doing my show. There's things that are happening with me personally. One of the reasons why I haven't uploaded a video in a while is because I've been sick. And I really feel very much under a psychic attack. I know that I thought some of the people that were, harassing me were gone, but they really aren't. And I want to discuss that for a moment as well. I really think that the child pedophilia and the child trafficking, the WikiLeaks that came out about John Podesta's emails, what people think are calling Pizzagate. Now we also have the 100 child sex slaves underneath the Getty Museum. There's the big arrest happening for child trafficking in Arizona going on. There's all of this underbelly. We also have NXIVM, the NXIVM cult with Allison Mack. The media is doing whatever they can to paint that as, all women, all adult women that were involved in the cult. But there's also links to child pedophilia. One of the things that I've been working on, and I have about like 2 or 3 episodes that I haven't even uploaded here because I've been so fatigued. It's like I don't know. I mean, I did have people, say they were going to be doing witch spells. I mean, it just seems like I'm having a series of things that are slowing me down. Either it's physically, or I have some sort of drama. I've got somebody writing and publishing an article about me that's negative. I mean, it's just like it's like one thing to the next that sort of, I don't know, chips away at you emotionally from being able to get this information out. And but even today, I mean, like, look, I got the first part of this. I mean, yeah, maybe I sound wacky and whatever, because I'm just off the cuff, or I'm a little wacky, all right? It's hard to talk about this stuff. It's hard to say, well, wait a second, it looks like the media is spinning this Roseanne story, in order to distract us once again from what's really happening with this world and American politics. I really believe this is really about pedophilia and the satanic ritual abuse that, like the media is so quick to dismiss as being satanic panic. But really, this is the monster in the box. I mean, Valerie Jarret, Ed Rendell, Laura Silsby, and the Clinton Foundation connection is the monster in the box. I would say that is way more interesting to look into than it is to be discussing about how awful and how racist, Roseanne is. Now, I also want to point out about Roseanne is that Roseanne has been a big, she's came out and talked about MK Ultra mind control in Hollywood. This is no secret. Now, those of you who may not know this, or maybe you do know this, I'm a comedian. That's why this is like really, I mean, my heart, it sinks here because, I've met Roseanne, a little bit. And also, I've been friends with her first husband, Bill Pentland, for many, many years. And I can see his posts on Facebook. I can see the pain that the family's going through. I mean, the grandchildren have been attacked, yes, she is blaming it on menopause and Ambien. Of course, the pharmaceutical company comes out and says, oh, well, we don't, one of our side effects is not racism. It's like, well, okay, fine, but you have a whole bunch of other side effects that are just as bad. I mean, like these pharmaceutical companies are coming up from this point of moral ground. I mean, come on, you guys. I mean, the pharmaceutical companies are corrupt. I mean, the Satanists that are practicing these satanic rituals that are killing these children are corrupt, and the people that run them are the corporations. I mean, let's just wake up and realize this. If you think your media is not lying to you, think again. I mean, I mean, why is it that to go up and call, Ivanka, the C word, and oh, that's perfectly okay. So it's okay for Michelle Walker to go out and just really bust balls and say some really shocking things. That's okay. And I know that the race card is like a really big button, and I know it looks like Roseanne is really sorry that she said what she said. We're all getting all those esoteric conversations like, well, what is the Planet of the Apes really about? Like, maybe she meant something that wasn't really about racism. And then there's like all these pictures of people like posting all these other people that look like monkeys that are in politics, next to a monkey face. It's hilarious. Even Bill Maher took a picture of an orangutan and put it next to to Donald Trump. And that's not offensive. Of course it's not offensive. He's a white man, all right? I mean, like, no, it's not offensive. I mean, like, no matter how we get down to it. It's never like then, like Roseanne will never really in some ways be the same again for actually taking an Ambien and having a racist side effects from it. But what the side effect may have happened with Ambien is that Ambien is used for MK Ultra mind control. So there's also, and I'm just going to put it out there, the possibility that Roseanne may have been triggered to say something like this at this particular time, because God forbid a conservative show that actually was a Trump supporter would actually stay on the air. I mean, just look what they did to Last Man Standing with Tim Allen. They canceled him and he didn't even have any ratings go down. But it's perfectly okay for every single Hollywood star to sit there and do their distractions when they know very damn well that they have a pedophilia situation in Hollywood, not to mention names that are probably, like I've done in videos, the reason why I have my YouTube channel down too as well. Yes, it has been very difficult. It's been very difficult for me to actually, I got a message coming up here and I needed to go away. It's been very difficult for me to come, to be able to broadcast lately. That's why I'm sitting here in my car. I'm supposed to be on American Freedom Radio today. 4 shows from last week. I just feel very slowed down, but I don't want to slow down in getting this information out to you, no matter how bizarre it is. Maybe it needs to sound silly. Maybe it needs to sound disjointed, because so it sounds like, oh, look at this bubblehead sitting in her car talking about something. But I say, whenever you smell smoke, there's usually fire. There's a reason came out. There's a reason why her name is coming out. There's a reason why the FBI went in front of Congress, asked for the arrest of Hillary Clinton, because of the fact that they have, because they got a fake dossier, all right, and they got FISA warrants, and it came underneath the Obama administration. There's something going on here. So isn't it very clever for everybody just to be all distracted about, the Roseanne show, and how Roseanne's Roseanne's a racist, and blah, 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 when the real stink is coming from the Clinton Foundation. So let's just break this down. Let's just be a big fucking conspiracy theorist right now, shall we? Let's just break this down, because I don't really think it's a conspiracy a conspiracy theorist. I think this is just the real facts, right? Something smells funky in Haiti. Something smells funky there with Ed Rendell, who has, pedophilia allegations that went underneath the instruction or the okay or the signing off or whatever the little with Valerie Jarret. Let's talk about Valerie Jarret and John Podesta all spray painted at some sort of pedo party that looked like it took place right here in Los Angeles at the Standard. Okay, one of the Standards. And there's been a shooting about that too. Some sort of death happened. There's some little scandal, some little scuttlebutt. Something smells funky in LA today. All right, I want to thank you for listening to me. That made some sense. Cheers, be well, and I'll correct my title. And if you want to share this, fine, please do. If you want to edit it, make it seem be more symbolic, because I know I ramble. If you want to tighten it up on your, I don't care. I don't care what you do with my media, but you know what? Spread the word. Spread the word, all right? Because we probably don't have time to talk about it, really, right? Okay. Be well. Take care. If I can turn this off now.